So it is the last Wednesday of the season today, and we are down here in the Duck Sage Venture Farm, and sure enough, here's the evidence we were looking for. There are duck feathers all over on the grass down here. We are all settled into the blind. We have the red and green light show going on.
Yeah, Christmas lights.
And, there are lots of ducks quacking all around us. Decoys are set. Shotgun shells are ready. And the Benellis are loaded.
Got powder burning my eye. Oh shit. That duck was swimming right there, dude. It was swimming into the bushes. That's your duck though. I had to kill it for you.
It's alright.
Oh no.
Good morning. The sun is starting to come up behind us and add light to the decoy spread. I have matched all species that we are seeing and hearing today. Got a lot of pintail decoys, got a nice bright mallards out there, got some green-winged teal, and a few widgeon. This is probably the last hunt I will be doing in our field for ducks. There's still quite a bit of water, but it has dropped from what it was a couple weeks ago when it was all flooded out. And we got decoys up close here. And then this whole beach right there is all covered with duck feathers. They've been in here good all week, Nick says. So the one duck that has evaded me so far this year is the bull sprig. I'm trying to get one today, and there's a lot of them around.
Nice. Good job, dude. You got your pintail. Oh, get him. Get him again. Get him.
Oh, there's more ducks coming.
There you go. I know there's a bunch of other ducks, but...
So one motive for me to come out here today was to target Drake pintail. Hadn't gotten one yet this season. Got a lot of hens earlier on up until this point, but no full plumage drakes. And there were a lot of them flying around just a few minutes ago. They were landing in the middle of the pond, and I just kept on them with the pintail whistle. And we got one to fly right low over the decoys. And I finally got me full plumage drake pintail. First one of the season. They've been definitely evading me all year. And I brought this one down. I think I got it on film too, pretty well. Nick finished it on the water. And there's just a lot of them around today. You can only get one a day, drake or hen. But there's a study put out by Delta Waterfowl right now, and they've been discovering that there's too many drake pintails out there and not enough hens. And so they are proposing to the feds, through their scientific studies, to open up a limit for more drake pintails. You know, but drakes only, leave the hens alone. The hens are just more susceptible to being ran over by tractors when they're nesting. They nest in a situation or in places where farm equipment can destroy them. And there's too many drakes putting a lot of pressure on them. There's a lot of ducks flying around right now, so a bunch of pintails just landed out in the maiden field here. There's a lot of birds flying around. Bunch of birds just landed. So, here we go. Drake pintail. He's a dandy. He had to land short. There's two more. Nick just dumped Goldeneye, and he is going to go finish it off.
Yeah, this goldeneye was coming up the pipe here. Missed the first shot. Came right in front. Missed. Realized he was a goldeneye. I thought it was a mallard first. Missed and then shot. My third shot again right away. Just aimed right under it and clipped it. Made a really nice shot. That was cool. Haven't gotten a goldeneye at all this year. Haven't seen one in a while. And they are pretty birds. A lot of pintails are moving around in mallards that we got up right after that. That's cool though. Cool shot.
Alright, this hunt is in the bag, just like the decoys. And it wasn't as good as I was expecting it to be, but we still got some quality birds. They were very wary for sure today. They did not want to be in this corner where the blind was. They definitely wanted to land in the middle of the pond, and that's where they kept going. We were able to pull a few. Actually, most of them were in the initial flush. You know, there's this WRE over here, and they were roosting in there. And once we shot once, they all got up out of there, and I got two, and then a third one, and then Nick got one out of all of that mayhem. And then we called in this pintail, and that was the last duck we got of the day, including Nick's goldeneye. So this is it. You know, no more hunting for me here at the farm. I'm gonna head to Eastern Washington for the last weekend. I usually do that. It's just a good traditional place to go end a hunting season, you know. And here's a closer look at the birds today. We've seen plenty of mallards. This is the prize right here. Drake pintail. Look at the colors on that wing. It's the only one I got this season. Got one more weekend to maybe get another one, but pretty proud of it. Shot it right over the decoys. I love these feathers here on the back. Really got good coloration. And of course these mallards here. I shot this one really high over the trees. I don't know if he's missing his feathers there because he hit the water super hard. Probably. He fell pretty high from the sky. Probably be an easy one to pick. And then this hen here tried escaping. And Nick had a clear shot at it from the blind and took half its head off. Ended that right there. So, all in all, it was a good day. Can't wait till next year. This night is a landmark night. It is the last night I will ever be staying in these cheap bunkhouse rooms at Mardon Resort. They are closing them down and replacing them with cottages. I've been staying in these bunkhouses for over 20 years. They have a lot of memories. A special feeling staying over here in Eastern Washington. Definitely gonna miss them. And this is the whole reason why we rent these rooms right here, are because of these retro heaters. Really good heat for drying out clothes, almost better than a real fire. It really gets hot in here with these things. Gonna miss their electric glow on those cold winter nights. It is Sunday, January the 30th. It is the last day of duck season. We don't get to go anymore after today for quite a while. And we're kind of wondering what the weather was going to do today. At one point there was a forecast for a wintry mix this morning, and it's just now starting to do that. We're getting some freezing rain. The ice and snow persists. It is still frozen over here east of the Cascades. There's a lot of pressure out today. A lot of guys trying to go get one last shot in. Pretty much anything goes on the last day. You know, the birds are at the wisest they're going to be. We are at the best and most experienced that we're going to be this season. And pretty much just take what you can get, you know. Just looking for some quality birds, hoping for some pintails, maybe some mallards, maybe some geese. I always feel sorry for the ducks that get whacked on the last day of the season. They made it this far, but not close enough. There's a lot of pressure this weekend. Drives people crazy thinking about it. You know, if you don't go today, you don't get to go again for quite a while. And I'm just kind of enjoying myself watching all the little beams of lights of duck hunters moving into position in the morning. It's been a very slow day. We've put a lot of ducks in the grass, but finally we killed one. Good girl, Holly. So it's been a kind of slow and frustrating final day. We've put 2 greenheads wounded in the bushes. They're landing on the outside of the decoys. They're not committing fully. I just think they've been hunted a lot at this spot, and they're landing short, and so when we shoot at them, we're just wounding them. I mean, you quickly burn through shells here pretty quick. This guy just came over, straight over the top of us, and I don't know who got him, if Sarah and I got him, but we brought him down. He was alive right there, and I put the bead right on his head. And look what I did to his bill. Turned it into Swiss cheese. So, he's a dandy. He's, talk about big. You know, he almost made it to the end. Almost made it to 5 o'clock shooting hours. And maybe he would have made it back to Canada, but he had to come over us. He ain't gonna make it. Saren brought him down. Those, oh man, it's got 3 big curls. Look at that. Nice big speculum. Can't get enough of greenheads. They're just an amazing duck. Look at that. Holly went and retrieved them. Finally got a good water retrieve of the trip. It's been the slowest Eastern Washington trip of this season for me, for sure. Just not connecting this trip. Until this guy came over. Hopefully we can get more. I'm almost out of ammo. Definitely not one of the most exciting closing days I've ever had. Burnt through a box of shells and don't have much to show for it. The goose happened first thing in the morning. Called this flock of geese in. They came over wide, kind of far off to the side. Broke his leg. He went down in the cattails, and we were able to chase him down and get him. So that's a nice quality bird to close the season out with. We get more chances at Canada geese though. It's not over with for these. We can shoot them in Grays Harbor County next month. Mallards though, we're done for mallards. We should have had about 7 more of these today. I'm not making any excuses, just shot bad today. It happens. It happens to every duck hunter. Still, Got to turn a lot of them with the call. Got to freeze our butts off. Got to sit with Holly for one more hunt. Got to spend time with Sarah. There's a lot of ducks around for sure. They're flying back and forth all day going to the field. A lot of pintails around. Yeah. Just a below average closing to the season. Nothing compared to what December was or November. Those were actually the two best months of the season for sure. November and December, heavy numbers, heavy gunning. I didn't even get to hunt in October because of the virus. And it's definitely been feast or famine for January. This month has lived up to its aura and its name. And as I talk here, there's a lot more ducks starting to fly around. They're going to be partying tonight, I can guarantee that. They know when it's over with. They're just going to be all over the place, and let them be happy. They've earned it. The survivors get to go on and make it back up north and return to the duck factory, make more birds for next year. I love the sport. Can't wait for next October to roll around. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next season.